Welcome to Outback Outdoors. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the alert to stay up to date on all our new videos. Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a second, preface this next video because it's really near and dear to my heart. I did a film with a good buddy, Mike Stephen, probably a couple years ago. And it's a film called Adopted. And it's a whitetail hunting film, but it's more of a story about the relationship I have with my dad. And although he's not my biological father, he is my dad. And I got a really cool opportunity to tell that story with the backdrop of a whitetail hunt. I just found out that it just won the HOYT LIFEBLOOD film contest, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to actually kind of stitch it together here and put it up on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy it because it means the world to me.
What is he to me? He's just my son. We enjoy getting away from our lives and being here together to hunt and get in a tree. I'm probably one of the only few people who could enjoy him all the way from the beginning of the morning before the sun rises till the sun sets and after the sunset at night. And he hunts with a bow and I hunt with a camera. Our relationship is not special because it's easy. It's special because we've chosen to make it that way.
Maple. Look at that. Maple.
It's interesting to realize how different a son can be from a father. I grew up with the idea of going through high school, going to college, getting a degree, and getting the kind of work that I could make enough money that my wife would be able to stay home and raise the kids. And I was sort of in that rut of go to school, get a degree, find a good place to work. Well, it turns out that Trevin just wasn't interested in that. Well, he did. He went through high school, he went to the university, went through 1 year, and then finally said, this is just not for me. So he got in a different rut, and it was a little bit of a difficult thing for me because I didn't know how to coach him through that. I knew how to coach him through high school wrestling, I knew how to help him get into the university in terms of wrestling, and I knew how to help him in that arena, but in this arena I didn't know how to do that. But it was a joy for me to watch him form his own way, make his own path, get himself in his rut. I had my path and the way I thought things should go, but he had a different one. Now they were going in the same direction, but they weren't the same path. They weren't the same rut. And kudos to him that he would form his own direction and make his own path, even when he didn't have somebody going down that same path before him.
I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to find something that every morning when I got up, I enjoyed going to work. I enjoyed, I just didn't think life should be about 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever. I thought a life should be about life. And so for me, I think when I looked at my future, I wanted to get up every morning excited about the day, not excited about punching a time clock. So I think there are some synonymous paths Dad and I had in regards to hard work, but very different paths in regards to the regiment and the safety net, if you will, of working a 9 to 5 and one that's not a 9 to 5.
The best thing about this is just the camaraderie, just the being together, just the friendship that we have. It's one thing to have a family relationship, it's another thing to actually have a friendship. It's one thing to love someone, it's another thing to like them and to like being with them. And we have that. That happens here. The best thing that I get out of it is just being able to be with my son. You make memories. when you have sort of traumatic times, the more traumatic the time that you have together, the better the memory is. And the sweeter the memory. And what we've discovered is as you do those things together, then you grow closer together. And that's been really cool.
I think what I like most about spending time in the tree with Dad is I get to share with him what I'm so passionate about. To have that moment in time when that buck that you've been dreaming about all year comes by, and then to share it with him. November is a special time, especially when you get to spend it with your dad in the tree. Meh. Meh.
For me, adoption was very natural, very normal. And when I adopted Trevin and his big sister, they were my children. And so I saw absolutely no difference in raising an adopted son and raising a natural son, a birth son. Made no difference to me.
I don't feel I missed out on anything. Again, maybe I was fortunate because I was at such a young age, but I don't remember ever a time sitting there wondering why I didn't have a dad. All I remember is thinking, wow, I have a dad. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
It doesn't really matter how the relationship starts. It's what you do with it in the process of living. And both of us have had to make those choices. A relationship is a two-way street. One person can't do it on their own. Both have to choose. And I've seen the choices he's made and have appreciated them. And then, of course, I know the choices that I've made. And I know that he appreciates those as well.
The sacrifices he made, I mean, I think what you have to do is you have to take a look at what it was to be a 23 or 24-year-old young man and look through my dad's eyes. A 7, 8-year-old energetic, hyperactive boy and a 10-year-old girl and raise them as your own. I mean, this is the man that went and found my biological father and got him to sign the release so that he could adopt me. I have memories of him. We lived in these little apartments. I come to find out they were lower income housing. I didn't know that at the time, but these little apartments, and he would get on his 10-speed bike and ride to school when he was finishing up his last year of school, because that's the year Mom and him got married. And I remember standing on the front porch as he rode off, and he would ride a wheelie down the street, and I just thought he was the most incredible guy in the world. And he is. He's proven that to be true. I'm 47 years old. I wasn't wrong. 40 years of watching his life. And I wasn't wrong. He's incredible. And I am blessed beyond measure the day that he walked into our little church and raised his hand and asked for prayer for his volleyball team. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Thanks for watching Outback Outdoors. We encourage you to comment below, and as always, like, subscribe, and click the alert to stay up to date on all our new videos.